So my name is Cheong and today I will be presenting about the face. So my name is Cheong and today I will be presenting about the Facebook Cambridge Analytical scandal and how it represents a failure in corporate social responsibility and ethics. This issue actually is about like the data privacy and the misuse of personal information because in 2018, it was discovered that Cambridge Analytical did access the data from around 87 million Facebook users. And yeah, all those data were collected through a personality quiz app without most users knowing or giving a clear permission. And the data was used for the political advertising and profiling, and it shows that the Facebook failed to properly protect the user data. And moving on to the CSR principles violated. So there are several CSR principles were violated in this case, including like first, privacy and data protection. Second, transparency with the users. Third, accountability for third-party apps. Fourth, ethical use of customer data. And fifth, the good corporate governance. And moving on to the impact on the stakeholders. So there are several groups that were affected. So first is the user. Basically, their personal data was collected without the consents, which actually caused a loss of trust. Second is the advertiser. There were some concerns about the platform credibility. And third, the governments. So yeah, the governments started investigation and also introduced stricter rules. And last, society raised some concerns about the misinformation and election influence. Then moving on to the impact on the company. So the Facebook actually suffered from major consequences, and yeah, their reputations were badly damaged and public trust decreased. Also, they face investigations from the regulator and also paid $5 billion fine to the FTC. And their stock also dropped. Yeah. And moving on to the ethical lessons. So there are several key lessons from this case that we could learn. So first, user privacy should always come first, not the profit. And second, the companies must be transparent about how they collect the data. And third, they also need strong control over third-party apps. And fourth, good ethical leadership is important to maintain trust. And last, companies must be accountable for their actions. Moving on to the corrective actions. So the Facebook should taken several steps to improve. So the first is strengthen the data privacy policies. Second, limit the access to the user data for the third-party apps. Third, increase the security and privacy checks. Fourth, improve the transparency for the users. And last, invest more in the cybersecurity and the employee training. And in conclusion, this case shows how ignoring the ethics and CSR can lead to a serious consequences for both users and the company. Thank you.